Hello. Drink. Hello again, welcome back. I've only been gone for about 90 seconds total. However, right. Welcome to World of Horror. People who don't know. So, people who don't know about World of Horror, it is a either 1 or 2-bit, depending on what colour you have, kind of point-and-click adventure game, I guess, kind of. It's like a horror sort of police thriller game, whereby it's entirely based on H.P. Lovecraft, and sort of the Lovecraftian Eldritch horrors there. Junji Ito and the similar styles that he obviously draws and writes about. So we're pretty much going to jump straight into it. George needs to click off and go onto this stream. That's probably true. The thing is, George isn't on the stream. So... Oh, is he on? Is he back? Is he back? Here he is, he is. So, this is World of Horror, a personal favourite of mine in terms of the indie scene. We're going to jump into, I think, the tutorial, as it's been a little while since I've played this, and it also gives us an idea of what we're getting ourselves into. So, World of Horror, Skeptic, Horror Initiate, called Evil Forces Gathering. Let's hope we can make it out alive. Cool. Timeline. Okay, let's just jump straight. There you go. Something strange is happening in our town, city of Shiokawa. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Booba. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you will investigate mysteries across the city, in a realm, and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. Mint. Okay, here we go. Taiyaki. Okay, so let's have a look then. So we've got our items. Straight razor. We can equip that straight away. Taiyaki, 1 reason. Does that increase it beyond 17? No, it doesn't. I've wasted it. Fan-fucking-tastic. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay. The story so far. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now, barely surviving the encounter by the skin hag. Sorry. Barely surviving the encounter with the skin hag at the nursery, it's a race against time, and you can't rest until our town is safe. I fucked every single... Jesus, okay, never mind. Okay. So, spine-chilling story of school's scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumour has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back to where she belongs, he claimed. Let's blow those whiny women back to the Dark Ages where they belong. That's from Pokemon. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. So, here we begin. It's kind of point and click. We have to go through a select number of... Normally, we'll go through, if you can see the top here, 4 to 5 different cases. And we have to eventually unlock the way to the lighthouse. With this being the tutorial, it's just a single mission that we have to figure out. So. Cauterize. Straight razor. Okay, your friend has left you a notebook. If the rumours are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you will need to perform a ritual to force a material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. So we can access our storage, friend's diary straight away, go back, amazing. So it's a circle with what looks like a loop and mountain with a sun. Cool. Can't perform the ritual, haven't got what I need, so let's... There we are, our little character. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model, its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick. Resolve. You feel something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Do we, the few people in chat, do we help her or do we decline? First answer, first come, first serve. She looks cracked up. Uh-huh. Bless her heart, she's probably just knackered working in a doomed school. So do we help her or do we not? Do we decline? I'd decline, but she might kill us. Okay, well decline it is. She suddenly grabs your hand. Ooh, I insist. Had to help her anyway. And we failed the roll. Okay, the creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? Resolve the event. Creepy face. Redeal. Something evil stalks the corridor. You found an additional page to your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. Peek outside. I shouldn't risk that again. You enter the damp-smelling sports wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Why we enter the pool, I don't know. Suddenly the water turns murky. You realise you are not alone in the pool. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. Ah! Fat man! Right. Oh, have I got the tutorial on? Oh, wank. Right. Oh hell yeah, the enemy seems to be weak to this kind of weapon. Oh hell yeah. 7 damage. Fat man died. And the blessed chalk. Is a square. Oh, missed it. There we go. The Richard is not ready. Oh, no man. Big fat man there. Yeah. Big fat man there. You enter the school gym and notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing white half-eaten corpse. Grim. The sound of scissors getting louder. You must hurry. I see. I see. Again. There, the holy candles, we got it. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them at... There she is. You take a step back as a writhing, amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Yes, I am beautiful! Okay, let's go. Let's kill this. Scissor woman stabs you, covering the wall in blood. She'll be dead now. Dead. 6 health? That's huge, dude. Resolve combat. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up. Both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Ending A, we win. Hell yeah. Right. Now, let's play the actual game, shall we? Or would someone like something different? I'm entirely up to what other people want to play. I do enjoy this game, but I understand it might not be the most interesting game to watch. Main menu screen's a bit loud. What are we thinking? Are there new stories available on this game? Any updates? There's been quite a few actually. So I can customise my playthrough completely. I can have challenges. This option will pay for standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about in-depth stuff for now. True chaos. Yeah, let's do a new one.
Oh no. Ba, 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 ba. Let's have a quick play, completely random. So suppose we know the story because we read this before. The Thing Forsaken by God is the name of our old one, our old god. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through reflective glass. The glimpses behind your reflection are just the beginning of a real nightmare. So, resting at home raises doom. Backstory, medical history. Character exclusive perk cards only. Randomized item statistics. Okay. There's my character. Medical kit. Gain 2 bandages. You can heal 1 major injury while keeping this inventory. Okay. Spells none. Why did you sign that contract? Max 1 reason. At the end of the mystery, if you don't have have at least 2 followers, you lose 2 reason. Okay. Discharge. Discard to gain 20 XP. Cool, right, that's fine, that's good. Got that. What's this? Allies and perks. Ryuichi. Informant with the broken hands. Pay 2 funds to lower doom by 0 to 3%. Okay, cool. Pokemon Escape. Or Esque. Escape, dickhead. Pokemon-esque. Sorry. Medical history. Brittle bones run in your family and you've spent each summer in a cast. You start with extra XP and bandages, but an injury may occur whenever the player takes damage in combat. Okay. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. I actually need 5 keys this time. Choose to do the additional actions per location for this playthrough. Shop for items, police station, vending machine. Consistent pool of basic items, snacks and drinks. Manage combat encounters and share your knowledge with the officers. Cool. Cool, got this outfit on. Whoa, who is that? Okay. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them in hoping there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decision will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So I've got a bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors, Horrible History of Household Hell, Spine-Chilling Story of School Scissors, oh, just had that one, and Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. From 1 to 5, someone give me an answer. Let's go, let's just pick together which one we would like to do first. I pick number 3! 3! Pick 3, my lord! Horrible History of Household Hell. 3 it is. 3 it is. Thank you very much. Hello, Matt. Horrible History of Household Hell.
There are many old mansions around this town. Ooh Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place there?
Oh, you were going for Simpsons movie. I picked number 3. You don't even want to read them first? I am elected to lead, not to read. Number 3. Sorry. I thought you were going for Shrek. 3. Pick 3, my lord. You've rummaged through your belongings trying to find anything that will help you. You finally pick up a vanity mirror. Hopefully it'll be enough. A mirror? Reveals extra information about event choices. Building history. Investigate the seaside town. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Curse. Lose 1 reason at the start of each enemy encounter. Ugh, that's horrible. Right, okay. Need arcane grasp. Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Brace yourself for a strength check. I have 5. I'm going to fail this. I succeeded! Aha! The sudden blizzard disappears as fast as it began. You leave the beach quickly. 5 experience. Oh. You learned the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You've decided to just rent some books that might help you. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. Okay. Shiikawa Herald. The article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo. They were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on the cavern wall. 445 Hertz. That's going to be hugely helpful. Hi, dog. I think I bought that and not actually picked it up. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on this street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to this tale? You planned to wait the entire night observing the spot but where you supposed the ghost would appear, but you fell asleep. You wake up on a cold bench, your entire body aching badly. Woo. Oh, next event, okay. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Search the body dexterity check on 6 or escape. Failure, fantastic. Beach of the body, you're attacked by several crabs that don't want to share their meal. Find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Knowledge, what am I on? 6. Do I? Do I dare? Masochistic. Regain 1 reason at the start of each enemy encounter, but minus max 2 reason, that's fine. You heard a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find a key. Explore the mansion. Ooh. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. Huh. We seem to be getting every single bad ending of this. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specialises in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track after all. He takes a step closer, and you could swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Corpses are strung on wire, like macabre marionettes with painted smiles on. Okay. Oh, walking through the forest, you spot a pair of legs sticking out of a bush. Before you know everything, they twitch and move. Eh! Man-eating plant. Ishk. Oh, I can't. Hell yeah. Following a suspicious person, you enter an old, run-down mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. You can't see the strange man anywhere. Lead through the other door, search the room. Okay, well, I managed to get out. We succeeded in that check. You aren't sure what to expect. The study... Oh, I can't use this one. I'm going to have to make my way down. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to the underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustic of this place makes the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. You try to explore the side corridors, but it's too dark. If only you had some sort of light. Damn! Unholy chants coming from the cave connected to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Horrible history. Ending C. Oh, boo! We sucked. You've got an eye for details. We don't suck. You guys don't. Not at all. I do. Oh. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. Take the key. Lighthouse. Enter lighthouse. Open C padlock. It's done. We can now leave. You don't either. I got one of the worst endings, and I've got 5 to do, and I'm at 23% doom. That's basically my time. Let's go find a way to get rid of doom. I think I'm losing this game plan. Ooh, spooky man in the corner. There he is. Right, I've seen them. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now I need 1, 2, 4 or 5. I just need a number. Fine, I picked 3. Try again. 1, 2, higher than that. 5, thank you. 1, higher than that. 5, too high. 3, you already said 3. 2, double it. 4, as you wish, sir. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after class. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Hold your horses there. I literally have a game on Steam called Akamanto, which is like a horror game. If people would like me to stream Akamanto or any other horror game, I've got quite a few. If people prefer horror games because they're more interesting to watch, or action games, let me know. If this is not as interesting to watch, please let me know. Oh, music's booped up. Gather gossip about the current mystery. What game is that? It's a horror game, I think is it by Chiller Art? Chiller Art? Officers by the police station are busy working on various cases. Exit the station. Hey, I'm really busy. Let's hang out some other time, okay? Continue. The waves lazily wash up on the shore. You take a deep breath. The fresh air clears your head, plus one reason. Sick, that's always good fun. You feel the gaze of the librarian. Where though? Many of the books you can find here were donated after the accident from the university. Make notes, study old tomes. You decide to... Oh, you carry a few books out of the main reading room. You decide to take some notes about subjects that could be relevant to this case. Hopefully all your work won't go to waste. Oh shit, I can't actually leave. No, I do it again. Third store, the girls' bathroom. There's a cliff nearby with strangely shaped holes. Ooh! What a great reference! The Enigma of Arigara Fault, or Amigara Fault? Fantastic Junji Ito story, personally. Ooh, indeed. Cheaper pharmacy items. -1 strength. Mint. Get out of my house. Perception check at 7. Sludgy vapours rise up slowly, forming a perfect spiral. Uh-oh, UV and tobacco from the window, surprised by this curious phenomenon. Spiral? Is that Uzumaki? Yes, of course it's meant to be Uzumaki. It's a fucking Junji Ito inspired game. Okay, excuse me. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder, seeing the weird woman reaching into her pocket to produce a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? I think I recognise this as well. Ew, yeah, real. Oh! I've cut her face off. Coughing blood, 2 dexterity. Bandage this wound. Haha! More stamina. Oof. what's that? Lucky earrings. Resisting the unknown horror was taking its toll on your health. Weakened, you finally succumb to your injuries alone. As the dust settles upon your open eyes, reality starts to crumble. Oof, I died. We lost, dudes. We lost. I ran out of stamina. I did not realise she did 4 stamina damage until way too late. Boy. Okay, that was not a long stream, granted. However, that's obviously a short game that we could sort of pursue, but I don't know how interesting it would be to watch. I would like to do it if, you know, we had people in chat to sort of, we could kind of play it together, but I feel like until, you know, I build a community big enough that maybe we don't delve into that. So I'm going to change the name of this stream, and we are going to go again with something new, I think. How I do that is anyone's guess. 1 second, let me figure this out. It shouldn't take too long.